now. It's ikaga desu ka, which means why don't you try my something something, whatever I'm selling. So the people advertising the sushi shop, it'd be sushi ikaga desu ka, and they hand you the tissues. Or if it's the yakitori chicken skewer shop, it'd be yakitori ikaga desu ka, and they hand you the tissues. And they're selling everything in Japan with the tissues, right? Eyeglasses, megane ikaga desu ka? Contact lenses, a contact lens ikaga desu ka? And a few weeks ago, in front of Shinjuku Station, which was the busiest station in Tokyo and perhaps one of the busiest transit stations in the entire world, a young lady doing her part-time job handed me the same set of tissues. This is what she said to me. She looked at me in the eyes and she said, "English Conversation School, ikaga desu ka?" Makes me lose confidence in my English. Also, as I said, I'm performing on Broadway and in London's West End, so I'm performing in English. Performing you in Guam, I'm performing in English. When I perform in Japan, I'm performing in Japanese. I'm also learning to perform in Chinese and in Italian right now. I'm not sure how quickly the Chinese show will be up to speed, but it's something you can look forward to. However, this is interesting. I sometimes get invited to perform in English, even in Japan, usually for high schools or universities when there's an educational component to the performance. And I'd like to give you a little bit of an episode. I was performing for students in Hokkaido, the northernmost island of Japan, for about 50 university students, and I did a very famous, very traditional Blackwell story. I'd like to do a little bit of it for you today. Once upon a time, there was a little boy with a very long name. His name was Jugemu Goko no Surikire Kaijari Suiyo no Sungyo Matsu Ungyo Matsu Furai Matsu Kuneru Tokoro ni Sumu Tokoro Yabura Koji Bura Koji Paipo no Shurigan no Gurindai no Pompoko Pino Pompoko no Chokyume no Chosuke. It was a very long name. One day his neighbor, a little boy named Kin-chan, a much shorter name, came to pick him up for school. And Kin-chan said, Jugemu, Goko no Suriki de Kaidari Tsuya. Ungyo matsu furai matsu kuneru tokoro ni sumu tokoro. Yabura koji, bura koji, paipo no shuriga no gurindai no pompoko pi no pompoko na no chokyume no chosuke. Let's go to school. And Jugemu's mother came out and said, Adama Kin-chan, you're so kind, so nice, but our Jugemu Goko no Suriki de Kaijari Suiyo. Ungyo matsu furai matsu kuneru tokoro ni sumu tokoro. Yabura koji, bura koji, paipo no shuriga no gurindai no pompoko pi no pompoko na no chokyume no chosuke is sleeping. Wait here. I'll wake him up. Hey. Jugemu Goko no Suriki de Kaijari Suiyo. Singimas furai matsu kuneru tokoro ni sumu tokoro. Yabura koji, bura koji, paipo no shuriga no gurindai no pompoko pi no pompoko na no chokyume no chosuke. Wake up, Kin-chan is here to pick you up. I'm sorry, Kin-chan. Jugemu Goko no Suriki de Kaijari Suiyo. Singimas furai matsu kuneru tokoro ni sumu tokoro. Yabura koji, bura koji, paipo King Kong Kong Kong. King Kong, ma'am, his name was so long, school for today is already finished.
Target down, marking the rest of them.
So then when I finished that story, I got the enquete, the survey of the students. The students I was performing for in Hokkaido, and they gave me their comments. Here, in the survey, they said things like, Sunshine-san speaks very good English. I was surprised. Sunshine-san's English sounds almost as good as a native speaker. Almost. Makes me lose confidence in my English. You know, Japanese people are very nice and very kind. They can be very complimentary. And sometimes this can go overboard. I was wearing a kimono into the convenience store just the other day, and the lady at the counter was smiling at me, I thought because I was wearing a kimono. So I decided to say hello to her. I said, konnichiwa, which means hello, right? I said, konnichiwa. You know what she said? I said, konnichiwa. She said, arama! Which means, oh my God! Nihongo jouzu yana! Which means, you speak perfect Japanese. All I said was, konnichiwa. She said, how long have you been in Japan? I said, oh, no, 25 years. Only 25 years. Amazing. This is fine. The compliment is a little bit overboard, but it's fine. I'm happy. She's appreciating my effort at speaking a bit of Japanese. That's fine. Sometimes you get to the other side. I remember when I was first performing rakugo. You know, I performed for half an hour. And then when I progressed, I started performing for 1 hour, sometimes 90 minutes, sometimes 2 hours. The other day I performed for 2 hours. Yeah, it was a little bit of a speech and then a rakugo performance, and it was all in Japanese, trying to make people laugh in not my native language. 2 hours, the audience was laughing, but when I got the survey, the anket after the show, I got this kind of comment. Sunshine Sun's Japanese contained several grammatical errors. Please study harder. Very strict. Very strict. If I say konnichiwa, yarama, I speak for 2 hours. You could be doing better. Which one is it? I remember when I went to Osaka for the first time, because my style of rakugo is the Kamigata rakugo, the Osaka rakugo tradition. So I did my whole shugyo, my apprenticeship in Osaka. But when I first got to Osaka, I thought I was learning a completely different language. I didn't know any Osaka dialect. Osaka Ben, they call it Osaka dialect. So the first thing I learned was how to say thank you, right? In modern standard Japanese, in the sort of the Tokyo dialect, it's arigato. But in Osaka and in Kyoto, it's okini. Okini. Now in Osaka, people are very, very friendly and very, very funny. They say that everybody is a comedian in Osaka, even normal people on the train, on the street. Everyone's a comedian. So it's a good place to learn your comedic chops, because every interaction is kind of comical. But people from Osaka can also be very, very strict about the Osaka dialect. They don't like it when people start to speak Osaka dialect if they're not from Osaka. They can tell right away, and it feels weird because there's a very specific intonation of Osaka. So again, very difficult. Which Osaka person are you going to meet? I go into the convenience store. I just bought a sandwich. I paid some money, got my change, and I wanted to try my newly learned Osaka dialect. And so I said, "Oh, kini." And the lady looked at me. She said, "Araba, Osaka ben bari bari yada." So I thought, okay. My first little bit foray into Osaka dialect has gone very well. But then I did a story. I did my first story in Osaka dialect. It was part of my master's solo show, and I was the top batter. I was the opening act for 10 minutes, and I did my story. Konnichiwa! Iteruka! Konnichiwa! Konnichiwa! Oh, dare ya tomotta re omahantai ga. Agari na omae no ka-chan yotara erai bo yaita hatta de. Ai mo kawarazu shigoto mo sendo bura sobi ureteru sen ya na. Ikannen de omae mo 20 ni muratte. That kind of I don't know, those of you who don't speak Japanese, you can kind of tell it's Osaka, the feeling of Osaka. I thought I did a very good job. And then after the show finished, I got these kinds of comments from the people in the audience, the Osaka people in the audience who were listening to my show. They said, listening to Sunshine San speak Osaka dialect gives me a feeling akin to seasickness. Very strict. Very, very strict. I got another comment. The moment Sunshine began to speak, I could tell almost immediately that he was not really born in Osaka. Usually, if you look at my face, you would figure that out a lot more quickly. Certainly before I speak. Yeah, but ladies and gentlemen, I have to say that it's a lot of fun. Just being in Japan now, 25 years, but basically half my life. I love Japan. I feel like a kid in Japan, because I'm learning something new every day, and someone's teaching me something new every day. And there's also that satisfaction that if you learn enough, then sometimes you can have the last laugh, like a lot of the children that appear in rakugo stories also get the last laugh. Sarakichi! Oi, Sarakichi! Yes, master! Sarakichi, I want you to go into the kitchen and see if the miso beans are boiling. Yes, master!
Target added while time remains.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hot.
That's right. Hot. That's hot.
Loading fresh mag.
All bounty targets destroyed. Hell of a job. Fire sales over. Adjusting prices.
Delicious. Sarakichi, what are you doing? I think the beans are ready, master. What do you mean you think the beans are ready? Who told you to eat the beans? I did not say eat the beans. I said see with your eyes. If the beans were boiling, put that stuff away, Sarakichi. I have a job for you to do. I want you to take this letter across the street to Sadanobu-san. Right? Hurry up. Hurry up.
Insurgents has been deactivated.
Always stealing the
This is
miso
the end
beans.
game.
Inserting armor.
Before they're even ready. Huh? You'd think I was raising a thief in the house. But you know, those beans did look very delicious. I think I'll try some myself. Here we go.
Redeployed and ready for
Stand by
business.
redeployment.
Oh, delicious. Very good. Excellent. Very good. But if Sadakichi comes back and sees me eating these beans, he'll say something like, Master, you told me not to eat the beans and now I see you eating the beans. I'll never hear the end of it.
NVIDIA awaiting targeting data.
I should hide somewhere and eat these beans. Where can I go? Upstairs? No, upstairs. Sadakichi will come ton, running up the stairs. Discover me. The closet? No, the closet's dark and there's no way out. There must be somewhere I can go. Somewhere I can be alone. Somewhere where no one would think of coming to look for me. I know. The toilet. That's as good a place as any, huh? Yes. Yes.
You're in the top 3. Don't let up now.
Delicious. Really delicious. It doesn't smell very good, but what can you do? Master, I'm home. Master, it's me, Sadakichi. Master. My master's not here. Now's my chance. Miso beans.
Enemies dropping into the AR.
Yes. That's very hot.
Supply crates have been restocked. Load up.
Heads up.
Delicious,
Clearing up a
but
target during contract timeline.
if my master comes back and sees me eating these beans, he'll say something like, Sadakichi, I thought I told you not to eat the miso beans. He'll be really angry. I know. I should hide somewhere and eat these beans. Where can I go? Upstairs? No, upstairs. My master might be taking a nap. He'll wake up. He might find me. The closet? No, the closet is dark and there's no way out. There must be somewhere I can go. Somewhere I can be alone. Somewhere where no one will think of coming to find me. I know.
Soldier incoming.
The toilet.
Heads up. Thermo.
That's a good
Enemy stand. Come. Heads up.
Master! Sadakichi! What are you doing here? I brought you another bowl of beans. Arigatou gozaimashita. Arigatou gozaimashita. 皆様お気をつけお帰りくださいませ。ありがとうございました。カツラサンシャイでございました。どうもありがとうございました。ありがとうございました。またお越しいただけたらこういう風に思っております。ありがとうございました。ありがとうございました。So to all my friends in Guam, I hope you enjoyed this little taste of Rakugo, and I'm looking forward to performing for you in person next time. But for now, I have been Katsura Sunshine.
Japan cultural exploration in Guam.
Aquinaldo authorizing napalm strike.
Stack going optimal. Napalm inbound.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am a traditional Japanese raku from Okinawa. We used to do that in Japan. Yes, it was kind of vaccination.
I'm taking fire.
We all need to go to the doctor at some point in our lives, but we are also a little bit afraid of going to the doctor and a little bit suspicious because, let's face it, we don't really know what the doctor is doing. We can only hope that the doctor knows what he's doing, but it's the doctor that doesn't know what he's doing but pretends to know what he's doing that often finds himself at the center of a Rakugo story. Sensei! Hi. What seems to be the problem? It's my eyes. They've been hurting me and I can barely see a thing. It all started about a week ago. Really? Your eyes? Yes, Sensei. Why are you so surprised? You are an eye doctor, aren't you? Yes, of course. I am an eye doctor. But there are so many things with your body that could be going wrong with you. And here you are with problems with your eyes. And you find yourself here in the same room with a doctor who happens to specialize in the eyes. I think it is a remarkable coincidence. Perhaps it is even fate. How many of your eyes are struggling? How many of my eyes? How many of my eyes? Doctor, I only have 2 eyes. All right. Let me take a look at those eyes of yours here. Let us see. Aria! Very dirty eyes. Almost rotten. Doctor, Can eyes go rotten? Yes, but you have arrived here right in the